The Land Before Time is directed by Don Bluth and tells the story of a young Apatosaurus named Littlefoot, who, along with his mother, are trying to find the Great Valley and trying to find more food and water, because that place is said to have all the food and water they need, because now, in the time they're living in, there's little food and water around. Every dinosaur is very much hungry and thirsty. It's a really harsh environment. And so when an earthquake had to come in at the worst possible time and separate Littlefoot and his mother, the Littlefoot and his friends, his newfound friends, Petrie, Ducky, Spike, and Sarah, they all have to come together, get along with each other, and find the Great Valley by themselves, since they're all left alone and they need to stick to one another in order to survive. Now, I grew up with this film, and it was almost as impactful to me as Jurassic Park. I loved Jurassic Park even more, even back then, but this film just invoked my love for dinosaurs even further. I really had a good time with it as a kid. I remember even during my daycare years, this is the personal video. Yeah, this is gonna be the personal video I'm gonna talk about first. Actually, I was gonna do the review. Yeah, I'm just gonna get personal about this, and then I'll do my review. This movie to me meant everything. Whenever I felt sad as a kid, I would put this on, or felt like I wanted to learn more about dinosaurs or anything like that, or get hyped around dinosaurs. I watched this along with Jurassic Park. This movie, man, it's hard to think that so many years have went by and I haven't watched it actually. And I got the Blu-ray right here, obviously. I watched that VHS right there so many times. I had an old gray box TV, you know, the ones that their grandma probably still has, and they're somewhere in their room. And I would play that there. In my toys room, had the walls were like painted with volcanoes, butterflies, a pond. There's even a section where it has a bunch of space and stars and the moon. Man, those were good times as a kid. Very innocent. And I would watch this movie so many times. It was one of the movies that got me into the idea of paleontology, actually, along with the Jurassic Park movies. I would constantly try to look for dinosaur bones outside my house, or outside anywhere. I would go to the Tellus Museum, and I would be excited and to go to the fossil section and dig up fossils. Yeah, this movie really made me love dinosaurs, basically. The movie itself has an innocence to it that I don't see a lot of animated movies have. Even the earlier Pixar movies. There's something about this movie that feels very much unique to it on its own. And that, I think, is the idea of exploring grief and friendship and racism all at the same time. Very touchy subjects to put in your kids' movie, especially racism and death. I think this movie handled it very well. The relationship between Littlefoot and his mother kind of was the spark that made me go, oh, with my mother in our relationship, about how much she really meant to me, how much she would do for me. And it was one of those first movies that I could actually relate myself to the main character a little bit. As a kid. And I just never felt that with any other childhood film. Even The Lion King, which I loved as a kid too. But Littlefoot was the one character who I could personally, as a kid, really latch on to. And actually could see myself in the movie. And as a kid, seeing myself in the path of the inevitable time when I have to see my mother pass or hear about it, that really got to me hard. And the fact that the movie lingered on Littlefoot's depression for a good few minutes, then they inevitably cuts to the part where he had to meet his friends and everything. The fact that it lingered on his depression state for a good portion of the beginning of the second act, I respect. Unlike the death of Bambi's mother or Mufasa, the fact that this movie decides to linger on the main character's depression state was really good. And it really made me, as an audience of the movie, actually feel for the character and understand his struggles, kind of. Yeah. This movie really invoked something in me personally with my own mother as a kid. I would also watch this movie and bring it to daycare. There's this daycare church near where I live that I will go to, and a local Sunshine House. I will play these movies, or I would bring it. Like, I was allowed to bring these movies, and those are really good times during those years. When we play those movies on the TV, they'll let us and the kids watch it. I would bring some of the dinosaur toys that they had along with me. I remember some of them, and I actually kept some of them. I don't know if I still have any of them, but they were like, I remember now the source that my grandma gave me. There are a few movies that I could think back of that really meant a lot to me, kind of formed me into the person I am today at a very young age. And this is one of those movies that really did that for me as a kid, as a young child. Yeah, I'm grateful for Don Bluth to make it. Now, obviously, and I still am. The movie's still good, really good. But even if I did not like it as much as I used to, and I still love the movie, I would still thank this movie for making me the person, or forming me into the person I am today at a very young age, or being one of the movies. There are plenty of other movies he's at a very young age, like, let's see, WALL-E, The Lion King was good, and the Jurassic Park movies for my love of film. E.T. I'm mostly naming a bunch of Spielberg productions, now that I think about it. Yeah. Go figure. Spielberg mostly made me the person I am today, along with my parents. This is a very different video that I never ever do. Like, this is genuinely unscripted. I'm just thinking of things off the top of my head. But yeah, mean, I don't think I have any more to say about it, personally. I'm probably going to post this video right after I finish filming my actual movie review, giving you my critical thoughts on the film. But yeah, this Name Before Time is really good. You should watch it. My question for you guys is, what did you grow up with this film? Uh, did it really mean a lot to you as a kid? And if not, what was the one movie as a kid that you would watch over and over again and actually see yourself in with the character and the movie itself made you into the person, or kind of helped form you into the person you are today, and you actually learned a few lessons that you actually took from and try to yeah I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you do. Just let me know in the comments down below. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.